It's Virghost. I'm on the AHumbleSoul. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow him. You know what I'm saying, man? He's got some dope interviews, a lot of dope up-and-coming artists, and just people that's doing it in the industry in general. Make sure you follow. I support the homie. Make sure you support him.
All right, man, back again. This time we checking in live from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Middle Tennessee. You know, we got a real dope lyricist sitting in front of the camera, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself for the people, my brother.
I'm Virghost from Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm all the way out here in Nashville now. I'm a rapper, spoken word artist, and I love to spit, basically. You know what it is.
For sure. So for anybody tuning in, man, who may not be familiar with Virghost, just give them a little bit of background on you, man. Just your upbringing and how you got into music and all of that.
I spent a lot of time in a lot of places, even out here in Nashville growing up. A lot of people don't know when I first was born, I spent my first year of life in Middle Tennessee with my grandma because my parents were still in college. And then a lot of my time I spent in Raleigh because my dad was a coach at Raleigh Egypt. I went to Raleigh Egypt Elementary. Okay. We lived in Raleigh the first part of my life. Then we moved to Millington. I went to high school in Millington. I went to middle school in Covington. So those three places are the main three places: Raleigh, Covington, Millington. And I would say Raleigh probably the most familiar of all. It's like that's probably more home than anything. Even though I went to Millington High School, Raleigh is more of what I consider home. You know what I'm saying? Because I stayed in Raleigh, Millington. Okay. Like I went to Millington, but the neighborhood I stayed in is like closer to Raleigh Egypt. So
that's crazy, man. I used to stay in Raleigh too.
Yeah, man.
When I moved to Memphis.
Yeah, Raleigh is the most familiar to me. Like it look different now because they didn't knock down the mall.
Yeah, they knocked the mall down. How you feel about that, bro?
Man, it's messed up. I guess
that's crazy.
From a certain perspective, it'll look nice because they finna build whatever the center they finna build over there, whatever in place of the mall. But you know what I'm saying? That's memories for me. You know what I'm saying?
It was slowly deteriorating, man. When I got in that area, it was like, man, it was only a few stores still open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember when it was a mall. Like when I was growing up, like I used to go get my eyes checked over there. They had the J.C. Penney. It was flourishing, man.
Movie theater over there.
The time I'm talking about was when they didn't even have a movie theater over there.
Wow. Okay. So you taking it back. Yeah. That's a history lesson. A lot of people, right?
Yeah. It wasn't always a movie theater there. It was.
Okay.
But yeah, Raleigh. I spent a lot of my time in Raleigh. Most of my time in Raleigh. I went to high school in Millington.
Okay.
And like I said, Covington. And as far as like my music, I started writing poetry like when I was in middle school, kind of, sort of, but then I really started writing it when I was in 9th grade, and I was trying to write raps. All my friends was rapping, at the lunch table and all that, but I wasn't rapping yet. I was just trying to rap. I remember, it's crazy. I know a lot of people don't know this, but I heard "Doubt Me Now" by Lil White. I didn't know Lil White was a white dude. I thought he was a black dude.
Hey, that was a hard look. That intro was hard.
Right.
There was a couple of tracks on there hard. That Oxycontin, there was a couple of songs on there.
Well, he had a joint on there, I don't know, you call it 10 Toes Tall.
10 Toes. Yeah.
I used to try to write.
Okay.
Right to that, like exactly like he was rapping on it, and then
like
all that.
He got a solid little album, bro. I never forget. I was working at, you remember Cats Records?
Yeah.
I used to be an intern at Cats, man. And,
oh, really? They got one in Raleigh.
Okay.
Is it? Wait, Cats is the one that had the like yellow. Right? Yeah. They had one in Raleigh.
This is when I was in Chattanooga though, but I never forget when that album came out, and they used to pay me in promos.
Oh, really?
So that was the album that came out, but I was a big like 3 6 Mafia fan, Hypnotized Minds, whenever they dropped, because of the beats, really.
Man, before I was introduced to East Coast music, that's all the rap I listened to. Because I was always an R&B fan, but I started listening to rap when I got introduced. My cousin Brian started playing like 3 6 Mafia and all that, and that was my introduction to rap as like a young teen.
Okay.
Even though earlier I heard Play a Fly from my uncles and stuff like that, but like I got introduced like that because I was always an R&B fan first and foremost for anything. Like I didn't even like rap like that.
So who you bumping? Who you coming up listening to R&B wise?
Right now?
No, coming up.
Oh, coming up. It was just stuff that was on the radio, like I don't even want to say his name.
R. Kelly. You don't believe him out.
He was the one of them. Usher. I really like Usher. In high school, like a a lot of stuff dudes was like they would call you soft. I didn't tell nobody to listen to it, but I used to listen like Omari and shit. I used to listen to Mario. I used to listen to who was Neo when I got in college.
Yeah,
I used to listen to I can't even remember all of them. Cisco. I used to listen to Cisco music.
Hey, I can't knock you at all. I listen to all them folks too, bro.
I can't remember back so far. Aaliyah.
I'm either older than that. I listen to like a lot of soul music.
Now I didn't listen to that till I got in college.
Okay.
Cause my dad was a preacher. He didn't really listen to that. I know a lot of gospel music too because of that. But
Okay.
But like that's probably why I like R&B more. Cause my dad used to listen to like gospel, and I didn't want to listen to gospel because I thought it was lame. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell him that, but I thought it was lame. So I just like R&B better. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been too because my aunts and uncles that kept me when I was young. They used to listen to like what's the dude's name, man? I forgot his name now. I know like Jodeci and SWV.
Okay.
And there was this other guy that used to sing. I can't remember his name. My memory's so bad. But they used to listen to that kind of stuff back then. Bobby Brown. So I was always.
All right.
I was always an R&B fan first, and then when I said I got in high school, 3 6 Mafia was it.
So let's jump into that. So Memphis, it's a lot of history. It's musical history. I mean, crossing different genres. You know what I'm saying? But particularly with rap, you know, from 3 6 Mafia to 8 Ball MJG, Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, and all them, Player Fly, DJ Zerk. I used to be a big Tom Ski man, yeah, and the whole DJ Squeaky, Project Players. I can go on and on, man. But if somebody was to ask you, who are your top 5 Memphis rappers of all time, or even just right now, what would you say, man? If you just come off the top of your head.
Right now?
I mean, not necessarily they're doing their thing right now, but just if somebody to ask you that question.
I can do two. Like, I mean, as far as like just all time, number one for me would definitely be Project Pat. Cause that man, he like the flow king. Like, you know, a lot of people flows out now they got from Project Pat.
Dude, very innovative.
Yeah, and two.
Yeah, when he was coming like that, like on the ballers and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about just just
like you gotta think who rap like Project. Like when you hear him, his style. Even now, he on 21 Savage album. Man, he's still you know what I'm saying. He's still relevant in 2019. You know.
I love Project Pat, man. The only thing I got with Project Pat is the subject matter don't change whatsoever, man.
But
you gonna get the same road, man.
That's a lot of rappers from Memphis back then. They got the Juicy J them, 3 6 Mafia. They rap about the same, you know.
No. I'm just that's something I've noticed. I love Project.
I don't want to number.
Knocking them.
But I'm saying I don't want to number them because it changed. But I said a 5 in no particular order. It's Project Pat, Player Fly, Gangsta Boo.
Wow, I haven't heard Gangsta. Shout out to Gangsta Boo.
In my opinion, Gangsta Boo is the best rapper in 3 6 Mafia.
Wow.
To me, in my opinion, but
I can feel that.
Yeah, Gangsta Boo, Project Pat.
I can feel that, man.
Player Fly.
Okay.
Who else was like Tom Ski Mask?
Tom Ski Mask.
I ain't just saying that because I'm close with like Tom Ski Mask.
I love his first album. That
Tom Ski Mask. I done heard his new stuff.
He got some new stuff.
Yeah, he finna come out with an album now. He sent me a song a couple of weeks ago.
Plug your boy one time.
It's hard, man. But Tom Ski, who would my 5th person be? I don't know who my 5th. I say Yo Gotti.
King.
I say Yo Gotti because Yo Gotti the most consistent rapper ever from Memphis to me.
He consistently dropped hits.
Yeah, I would say Yo Gotti, and Yo Gotti is underrated when it comes to rapping. Like a lot of people listen to the stuff he come out with, the subject matter, like he came out down in the DM and 5 Star Chicken, they be like, that's what they label him as. But if you really listen to Yo Gotti albums, like Yo Gotti be talking about something. Even when he had life, like that man, he can rap and he can tell stories.
Life.
You know what I'm saying? So that's who I say. Yo Gotti, Player Fly, Project Pat, Gangsta Boo, and Tom Ski.
That's what's up, bro.
And currently excluded myself.
Now throw yourself in there.
Where
you rank yourself? I mean, not being biased, but where do you rank yourself? Honestly, transparent, like being transparent.
Memphis being like for real, I put myself on the top because don't nobody got the kind of catalog I got. I don't feel like it's some people that can rap with me, but I feel like if you present the challenge to me, I'm gonna out rap you. Period.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. Like that's how I feel, and I feel like nobody has consistently come out with music. I have a catalog, and it's not just me throwing out music. Like it's been recognized by people, like it's been in publications, it's won awards, it's done this, and this is not just me 2 albums. I'm talking about like Memphis, which it didn't get a lot of attention because I had just started.
Yeah.
Well, fuck that. My first one, when I came out with Rhythm and Poetry, my mixtape, man, that was doing good because I was really known as a poet.
Okay.
The second one didn't do that good. The Still Literary didn't do that good because I was like trying to find myself as an artist. When I put out Memphis, it did good. I was an unknown rapper.
Okay.
It got coverage in the Memphis Flyer. Trial and Error, that's the one on the scene. That's the one that everybody says is my best album in Memphis. People say Trial and Error is to this day.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, to this day, people say that I think that's my most lyrical album that I had.
Your most lyrical album, and that was you said what number was that?
That was my second album. I was hungry at that time. Like I was trying to prove, when I came out with my first album, I was just trying to prove to people that I was a rapper because I was known as a poet. When I came out with Trial and Error, I was trying to be the rapper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care who it is. You can be, and I know you should feel like that as a rapper anyway, but like I got shit to back it up. So, but right after me, I would say Tico. No, yeah, Tico. And not in no particular order. Tico from Hippie Soul. And he's, man.
Shout out to Hippie Soul.
Yeah, both of them. But I mean, it is an overall artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like Andre 3000. We talking about rapping. Tico is, and Ricochet from PBE Squad.
For sure.
Omega Forte.
Okay. Shout out to all of them.
I don't know who my fifth one would be. I don't really know who my fifth one would be. I know, like I said, Tico, Omega Forte, and who else? I said Tico, Omega Forte.
You said Ricochet.
And I don't know.
Who that?
I don't know. I would probably say Royalty.
Okay.
That's what I would say, because like Royalty can rap. Like he can rap, and he ain't just trying to keep it local. He been doing it almost the same amount of time I've been doing it. He consistently been putting out projects. He an excellent stage performer. So I would say them: Ricochet, Tico, Royalty, and who was up? I keep forgetting what I'm saying.
You said Ricochet, Tico, Royalty. And
Omega Forte.
Yeah, okay.
Only thing I'll say about Omega, I wish he would have came out with more projects.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do my research.
He only had one project come out, but it did really good. But he put out, I think, 2015, but he didn't come out with nothing else. But that tell you how dope he is for that one project for him to be on my list. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right.